I don't know if Doom's here. The Turn.
Nick, Tookie here from Tookie Soup. First time, long time, hacka.
Hi.
Can you tell us whether or not Aaron does in fact know what your cum tastes like?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, I knew it.
No.
Oh my God.
Nick Rekieta. Hello.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, what's up, Nick?
Hello.
Oh, just in for my Friday watching of a Midwest weirdo with commentary brought to you by a panel of experts.
You heard of this guy?
He's vaguely familiar. I know some things that you guys may not, though. So
You know
I
things
consider
we may not? We watch this guy a lot, Nick. I don't know how you can
Yeah,
know
I think
him.
we got it covered.
I don't think you know him more intimately than we do, unless you have other footage.
I think you can trust me. I probably do know him more intimately than you do, but I consider you all experts.
Well, share with us. We'd love to know some thoughts.
The funny thing is, you guys really nail it. Like on his personality and his personality defects. One of the big things with him that I had to learn, is that he's a fucking projector, like crazy. And he also has a hero complex where he must be the protagonist of every story. I didn't know brains could do this, but I don't think he knows he does it. Like, he automatically rewrites every story where he is the protagonist. Like, he could, I don't know how he can do that sometimes, but he does.
Are you saying that he didn't save your family? It's important to note that we would not know about any sort of relationship stuff or any of this if Aaron didn't make the rounds. Like, he was on tour,
correct,
running his mouth about every single anecdote he could remember. Oh, this one time here's another one.
Yeah, it's the problem is, most of his stories, one, he's not a good storyteller, so they're not any good. It's like, these are good stories, you asshole. Like, how do you ruin this stuff? This stuff is funny.
You're fucking up a Coke party with strippers? How are you fucking this up?
Bro, he says ick. He says ick to the idea of women being clothed in a way that accentuates certain parts of them. I'm like, oh my, what do you mean ick? How gay are you? I thought you were pretty gay, but not that gay.
It doesn't even matter if you're as straight-laced as a Mormon. Like, you should be able to walk around a store full of ball gags and baldos and all that stuff and at least laugh and enjoy it. Like, you should at least be able to point at stuff and be like, that's crazy.
Look, I want to point out that this store in particular that he's talking about is not that. That store is next door, and I love it. I go there too. But no, this store is literally, it's just outfits. And yes, strippers buy them because all of the outfits are basically one size, which is small. It's the only size that should exist for women's clothing. If you have a size larger than small,
naked fat women everywhere.
No, like, put bags on them and send them away to Asia or whatever. They can eat them. I don't know. But like, so it's one size. It fits the women who go in there, and like, you don't have to strip. I don't know if people know this, but if you put on like something sexy and skimpy, you don't have to actually get on a pole and take it off for money. Like, you could just wear it for someone you like. Like, that's the cool part about these clothes.
His wife was wearing a bikini on his show. Right. He knows this.
$50. $50.
Okay, here's some hot Aaron lore. He doesn't like lingerie. Like, he doesn't care for it at all. He's just like, well, why aren't you just naked? It's like, I don't know. Why don't you wrap the present, you weirdo? Like, it's fine. Like, what the hell is wrong with you?
So he never made you wear lingerie after that one time, Nick?
No, and I have drawers and drawers full of it.
He never put on one of the SpaghettiOs as a cock ring and helicoptered it around.
I was gonna say, who was
off. It fell off, unfortunately.
Oh my god! I can't wait. I can't wait. There's so much. So many stories.
Tell us about the button. When you guys were playing Naked Twister, what would hang lower, Aaron's dick or the women's labia?
No, He is exceptionally insecure and could not be naked.
Show his
He,
clit.
he,
Show
he
his clit.
couldn't.
He's
He
a
wouldn't
never
do
nude.
it. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, like, he's the only guy standing there in a pair of underwear. I'm like, you still wear those? What's wrong with you? And then it's like we're playing strip twister, and how do you not end up naked? Like,
That's the point.
that's the goal. Like,
Yeah,
you
right.
want
That's how you win,
want to
right.
lose. I remember bowling over the women multiple times and going, "Ha! Take off your clothes."
Nick, if he was wearing his underwear, then how do you remember his penis?
Look, that wasn't the only time I was around him. It was
By the
just
way-
that time.
Nick, Tookie here from Tookie Soup. First time, long time, hacka hacka.
Hi.
Can you tell us whether or not Aaron does in fact know what your cum tastes like?
Yes, he does.
Yeah,
Oh,
I knew it.
No.
Oh my god!
No
no further
fucking
questions.
way.
No further questions.
No.
Tukey's out.
I'm not going to tell the story today. That story's not as like okay. So people have
We shouldn't know this. Why do we know this?
speculated on what that story is, and the real story is both better and worse. And I will tell it. Like I will do it when it's appropriate. I won't do it today. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be. Listen, I'm not trying to be a cockhole. Let me say this.
Oh,
Aaron has
is enough
been.
for all of us.
Aaron has been trying to get me arrested for witness intimidation like a fucking bitch. I've never said anything that should suggest that Aaron should stop talking. I've never done anything to prevent him. I've sat there and let this man fucking disparage and defame me, my wife, and my girlfriend for fucking 6 months without saying a goddamn word about it for real. I've bitched about it and grumbled a couple times, but Jesus Christ, I have been remarkably constrained because I can't act in any way that would prevent him from potentially being a state witness. I don't want to prevent him from being a state witness. If that dumb fucker wants to get on the stand and talk, that'll be great because I know what he actually said to the cops and I know what he said to you guys and I know they're different. And the funny thing is, you dumb motherfucker, I have the recordings because that's how court works. So I can prove all this eventually. But I'm going to wait till the whole process is done so you can't accuse me of somehow intimidating you, you little bitch. I'm just going to go ahead and fucking nuke you from the orbit when it doesn't legally matter and it just ruins your career and your life. Fuck you.
Wow.
So you're not fond of him?
Yeah.
No.
So
He's
I
not
have a
intimidating
question.
him. He's just gonna nuke him from orbit. That's
All right,
all
guys,
that's
we're gonna
gonna
bring out Aaron. Aaron is
Hey,
hitting
what's up,
Can you
Aaron?
imagine?
Here's the thing. I'm not gonna do it to stop him from talking. I don't want to stop him from talking. Fuck
Right.
him. Talk all he wants. Talk to the state. If you need to testify, oh my God, please do. Please get on that witness stand if you need to, my friend. It'll be cathartic for you, I'm sure, to be put under oath and to be cross-examined by my attorney who's talked to me.
What?
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are Aaron's ass imprints still in the cuck chair in your room?
Dude, I I don't have a cuck chair in my room.
He
you
sat on the
you got
floor.
rid of it.
He sat on the
Ottoman.
floor.
No, I don't. I don't know about you. I don't know what you guys do, but like the whole cuckold thing takes a whole lot of people's consent,
Yeah.
and one of them is the person doing the fucking. And I don't want some weirdo watching me have sex with anybody. Like, no, that's not true. I want plenty of weirdos to watch me have sex with people. I'm kind of an exhibitionist. I don't mind fucking in public as long as it's appropriate. But here's the thing. I don't want some weirdo sitting there going like jerking off to it. I don't want that. I just want to incidentally be seen fucking like a normal degenerate.
He probably wasn't
Got it.
jerking off. He was probably refreshing PayPal.
Well, yeah, if he was doing that, he definitely wasn't jerking off.
Can you speak to any of the Aaron said a lot to like Kayla was his soulmate and a beautiful girl. He wanted to get her out of there and away from you.
She
Is
was
any
a
of that
beautiful
legit?
girl.
Is any of that legit? Like they were in love with each other, and he made her make noises you never could.
Holy Christ, no, not that one. No, so it's not my story to tell. It never has been. Lady Raggets, for whatever there is, she's not a person who really likes being out there in public. She's tried to stay off the internet since about 2022 because the internet really kind of fucking was rude to her when she was nice to it. What? And that's a shame. Like I don't know why they did that, but some people did. It's just how it goes. So she's been off the internet, and people are now like, why won't she talk in public? It's like, well, she doesn't want to talk because one, you people are ravenous and horrible, and two, like this is her private life that got non-consensually broadcast to the world. She didn't want any of this. None of this is supposed to be for anyone. So I'm not going to tell those stories.
The hot tub stream at the end of 2023.
She hated it, man. She didn't want to do that.
Nick Tookie again from Tookie Soup. Thank you for answering my last question. I do have another question. When Aaron sampled such nourishments, did he get it directly from the tap? Or did it come from a third-party receptacle from like a cup holder or something like that?
Good follow-up question.
It's a good follow-up question. No, his lips have never been in proximity to my penis.
Oh no! Fantastic. I also heard you say that during all this, you not only have a wife, but you also have a girlfriend. So Tookie wanted to congratulate you on having a girlfriend through these difficult times. That is fantastic.
Thanks.
Nick, somebody wants to know, you don't have to answer anything you don't want to, obviously. What's a backstory with Alyssa clips?
People should go ahead and research Alyssa on their own. I don't need to say much of anything, but just start looking into Alyssa, and you'll find a very, very interesting story and very, very interesting circumstances. Also, hey, you bitch, why'd you send a bunch of nudes to a bunch of sad guys who really were looking for women and then extract money from them? Why did you do that? That's really fucking dishonest and disingenuous. You met those guys. You know, half of them are borderline autistic. They're socially awkward. So when some dopey chick on the internet starts sending nudes to try and steal money from them, that's really shitty to do, you fucking bitch. I wish I would have known you were doing that in my Discord server sooner. I would have thrown you out so you could have bitched about it and cried to everybody just like you did when you ran a GoFundMe to try and get a keyboard or whatever. Oh my God. Hopefully cancer does the work that God wants soon.
All right, we're out of time. Nick, can we please get a shout out to Legal Bites?
Hey, Legal Bites, you're the least snaky of all of these fucking losers. How is that for a surprise of 2024?
Oh God. I don't think there's any more questions here. I just want to ask you kind of like what's next for you. I obviously like I haven't seen anything about any kind of trial stuff. We have no idea what's going on with your trial, and Aaron hasn't been talking about it, so we're not getting any news. When do you think you'll be find out stuff?
My next thing is it's a settlement conference on November 25th. It's to try and see if I can work out a plea arrangement with the prosecution. So far, the plea agreement that the prosecution has offered me was a preliminary one. As a preliminary offer, it's not great. Like, it's not bad. It's just not great. And there's a lot of stuff that needs to be worked out before it's a workable deal. So I'm going to go into that. You know, hopefully we'll have some discussion before then, but fuck, like time is passing really quickly. So I'm always surprised by things, you know, when they pop up. But yeah, that's November 25th. And if we reach some sort of settlement agreement, we will schedule a plea hearing. And if we don't, we'll schedule a trial. And that'll be funny if that's the case, because this case has a lot of stuff to it that's been overlooked in people's haste to like paint me as the villain. Of course I'm the villain. Look, it's me. God, oh my goodness, it wasn't hard to figure out. It's Nick and two women. Who's the villain here? Well, probably the tall, dorky asshole who's on the internet all the time. He's probably the villain. Like, make him the villain of your story. I don't fucking care. But like the legal reality involves a lot of work still. And I'm just taking it one step at a time. But that's the next thing is this settlement conference on 25th.
The new mysterious thing that's happening is the tweets between you and April too. Can you shed any light on that? What's going on?
I'm going to be very clear. Those tweets are not between me and April. April is making tweets. I'm responding to some of them because I find them really, really interesting and fun and funny. And many of them are just as mysterious to me as they are to you guys. So I like listening to y'all's speculation because it's like, holy shit, that's cool. It could be that. I don't know.
Nick,
people have like accused. I don't have anybody's Twitter account. I don't tweet from anybody's. I don't want to tweet as anybody else. It's a waste of my money to not tweet as me. Like, my Twitter is part of my social media and marketing. Me sitting there trying to pretend to be April and tweet would be a serious waste of my resources. I would just tweet as me, and then I'd say, look, I'm April tweeting or whatever, and then tweet it. That'd be a better plan than trying to tweet from her account. So it's all her stuff. I don't know what half of it means, but I like trying to figure it out. It's a fun puzzle for me.
It's just some cryptic. It feels like a number station. It feels like you guys are communicating and we don't know what's going on. She's talking about kicking in your back door.
Nick,
we definitely are. I just don't always know what we're saying.
Okay. It's flirty. It's flirty.
Nick, Tookie again from Tookie Soup. Thank you again so much for being so candid with us and answering our questions. I have one more question. Do you remember the exact moment you looked at the other two girls and said to them, we have to ditch this dude?
Yes. Great question.
This is almost a good question. The other two girls, fuck you, Tookie.
I'm sorry. I just meant the ladies.
It's a good question.
It's a good question.
No, it's really like, okay, the internet wants stories that like make really good sense, happen in black and white, and have clear principles. It's the internet wants a hero's tale in every fucking Twitter thread, but it doesn't. Life doesn't work that way, man. It was complicated. It wasn't so clear and simple, and things like happened over time and then evolved really, really fast, and no one really fucking knew what was going on, and it was just a giant mess, and it involves a whole lot more than some nerd being thrown out of a group of people. Like, there's a lot of emotion, a lot of feelings involved in a very real way, and every person who's involved in any relationship, don't take this to the poly level, just any relationship. Every person who's involved in a relationship adds an exponential layer of drama because they have connections to everybody else. It becomes a fucking mess really quick. So
yeah. So who kicked Nick out? Or sorry, so who kicked Aaron out? God damn it.
Kayla.
Yeah.
Kayla did.
I believe that. So
Tookie again here from Tookie Soup. Again, thank you so much for your time and being so gracious.
Just go.
And answering your question. Shut up. This is a follow-up to my first question. Just so I know it wasn't an accident, would you say that Aaron has sampled your essence more than once?
I don't know. I know of the one story, but let me just say that from the story, I can tell you very clearly, it wasn't a fucking accident.
Oh, baby bird, baby!
Wow.
Spy report.
You caught him scooping it into a SpaghettiOs can after he rinsed it out.
No further questions.
All right. Anybody else have any hard-hitting questions for Rekieta?
Well, Pest has an interesting question here. I don't know if you want to get into this.
Wait, do I not get to sit around and make fun of Aaron on his show? That's what I wanted to do.
Oh, yeah, you can hang with us, of course.
I want to be a normal guy. I want to hang out with my friends.
Yeah, of course, man.
Is this the question you wanted to
ask
Karl?
Do you ever talk to April about their marriage and maybe some physical abuse?
Yeah. As it happens, when I first met April, she was not forthcoming about physical abuse. When you think about it, it's not like a lead-in thing. Like, hi, what's up, blonde person I've never met? She's like, actually, my husband headbutts me and squeezes me until I'm quiet around the children. Like, that's not a normal conversation. And so it didn't come up for a really, really long time in the relationship, not until things were ending. And then it was more like I was just thankful to have Aaron out of there. Aaron wants to blame me for a lot of stuff with April, but the biggest person to blame that stuff with April is Aaron, and he can take that a couple ways. He can take it maliciously, like he's a giant asshole and acted like one, or you can take it non-maliciously and say, "Guy, like, dude, it wasn't going to work out, and you guys tried to make it work and didn't, and that's fine. Like, it just wasn't time yet." Or there's the really funny way in which, well, sorry, somebody's got game and someone doesn't.
But you are saying like April did talk to you about physical abuse. This isn't a phantom. This does exist.
No, that's definitely not a phantom. I just didn't know about it at first. I mean, if like, dude, I don't tolerate physical abuse of domestic partners, women, men. It doesn't matter. Like that shit cannot sustain. It cannot be allowed to go on in a relationship. It has to be addressed.
Now, is this because you're a beta and Aaron could box you and kick your ass, or?
Aaron can't box and kick anybody's ass. Have you seen him? Like he's big. He relies on being big. So what? I've beaten up big guys. Doesn't matter that much. You just fucking fight different. But Aaron has never been in a real fight in his life. He's been in 2 boxing matches and he got fucking totaled. What a loser.
Foghorn Lango in the second wants to know, Nick, who left more mud on your helmet, Aaron or April?
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh boy. Hey, look, all I'm gonna say is I'm a top.
No. No. Wait a minute. No. Nick, are you implying that Aaron may have had something inserted into him, whether by you or one of the ladies?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay.
Not even a digit? Not even a dirty, sneaky digit?
Like a toy?
Not to my knowledge.
Amy
I
Elizabeth.
would ask. I happen to know everybody involved.
All right, go ask. Go ask.
We'll wait.
We'll read super tips.
Look, I'm not an anatomist.
Can you describe the penis? Because you said it was like a button. You said it was a nubbin. Can you?
Yeah. Look, at some point I will describe it, but it'll be funnier using his own words.
Oh!
Oh no!
No!
What do you mean by that?
Spy report.
You'll just have to wait, and that's too bad. I'm sorry. My lips are
out of here.
My lips are sealed.
He described his dick to you in his own, like in an insecure way.
I mean, I was standing right there. I could see it at the same time. It's not like he was just describing it. There was visual confirmation.
Hey, Nick, does your dick, come out? Does it? Does it ever see its shadow? Does it ever see its shadow?
Yeah, mine's amazing. It's fantastic. I love it. I have a great relationship with my dick. It's awesome.
Let me put it this way. When you spin a twister board, do you have to draw, like they have right hand, left hand, right foot, left foot? Do you have to put a penis space in there?
Yeah, I was going to say my hands and feet don't need to leave the board when I spin the twister dial. Don't worry about it.
Hit the dick button.
Yeah, hit the like button, by the way, for this, everybody. Has Nick ever seen Moody cry? Good one.
Yes, I have. Absolutely.
What? Can you tell us when?
Several times. Like, there's a whole bunch of them. I don't know. We went through, look, I'm not even trying to shit on the guy here. We went through a whole lot. Like, there's a lot going on, and we made some really fucking stupid decisions, and there's a bad timing on basically everything that happened. So if I've seen him cry, yeah, absolutely. Has he seen me cry? Yes, he has, of course. Like, our relationships were in real fucking turmoil, people. Like, these are 2 marriages that were in really, really, like, it's funny as a lot of the stuff is here. These are 2 marriages that were in really, really rough shape.
It's easy for the internet to fling shit and think of this as TV and entertainment, but it's like 2 people's marriages, it's children, it's families, and also like your parents. There's other repercussions too outside of your nuclear family. Like,
Gordy.
It is hard. It's hard for like people on the internet just here to laugh to realize that people are like getting wrecked in this.
One thing I want to say, like, because there's a lot of people who say stuff like they'll go and they'll be like, "Oh, I just pray for the children involved." Thank you for praying for the children involved. But the real villain for our children's lives is the state, and the reason the villain for our children's lives is the state is because our children still Our children have never seen drugs or been exposed to them in any way. They don't know what they look like. They don't know how to use them. They haven't been through a DARE program. They don't know any of that stuff, and they have not been exposed to them. The state harmed our family way more than any drugs or any alcohol or any bad decisions or Aaron or anything else. And I can't express that enough. All these people you think you're running to the state, oh, I'm going to save the children. You're not saving shit. Even if our house was a den of degeneracy, which it wasn't, you would have made it worse for the kids, not better. That's really fucking bad. The state is always bad at helping families and children. They're always bad at it. Imagine a blind retard having a meat cleaver and saying he's going to perform surgery on your penis. That's the state. Don't ever do it.
That's what happened to Aaron. Dirtbag.
Hold on, just before that.
Sorry, go ahead.
We've got Nick on the line. We've got April in chat. This is.
Yep.
I don't get this opportunity.
Nick,
very
send
often.
April the link.
So she's we've long suspected that Aaron fakes donations. Do you or April have any background as to whether or not all the donations are real? When $100 comes in on PayPal, is that real, or does he make them up, or has he been known to make them up?
We know he made some up.
Honesty on donations is dubious at best. It is not to be trusted. That's where I'll end it.
I report.
Hit the like button and be like, yeah.
Okay, fuck you, Doom.
Goodbye. I'll do it like that show. Goodbye. Goodbye.